Segment tonight. Recently, a three-day conference in Washington called Power Shift 2011 attracted thousands of young environmentalists. Main theme: to fight for a clean energy future, and speakers included Al Gore and Van Jones. We sent Factor producer Jesse Waters to check it out.
So what should Americans do to combat climate change?
Recycling programs and solar energy, maybe biking, taking the bus.
That's a fairly loaded question.
Turn off the lights, stop driving so much.
What's going on?
Well, we're just interested in why you chose him. Because it seems like you guys would like to misrepresent our organization, look like it's some kind of hippie thing.
Thanks for interrupting.
This conversation is over.
What happens to solar energy when there's no sun outside?
It stores the energy from the days where there is sunlight, and then there's enough to power even when there isn't.
Wind energy is actually coming along in the States a lot faster than solar power.
So what happens when the wind stops blowing?
It restores it, like it just builds up the energy.
Come again?
So did you drive or did you walk?
I actually drove.
I drove.
What about all those emissions?
I'm sorry?
I don't know what we're talking about.
This isn't about us taking a trip across the country. This is about young people standing up for our future.
How'd you get here?
I drove.
Okay, so you don't have any shoes on. What's that all about?
Decided I didn't really want to wear them tonight.
That's the truth, baby.
But what I'm going to do when I get home is plant the trees to offset my carbon.
You're going to plant some trees when you go home.
I love anybody who loves trees.
Well, they happen to be a great passion of mine.
Gas prices are astronomical right now. What would you do to reduce them?
Try to stop using gas.
What the hell is this? It's a Prius.
So when the gas prices go up, just everybody take off Friday.
If everyone does it, then it works.
You don't want to get rid of cars, do you?
It might not hurt.
Do you even know what you just said?
But how would people get around if there's no gas?
You would change the way cars are run. Algae, potentially.
Algae-powered cars?
Yeah.
What?
Al Gore, are you a fan?
I think that Al Gore's a good leader. I think that he's not the answer, though.
Me and the O'Reilly man probably agree on a dislike of Al Gore because I'm going to assume he does.
That's why I'm successful.
You must be the change. You've got everything it takes to do it. Come on and let's get this done.
All right, so what did you guys think of the Gore speech?
We didn't go to the Gore speech.
Yeah, we just got back from the bar.
Just finishing breakfast.
What about Van Jones? You a fan of Van Jones?
I don't know who that is.
I'm back!
You ever watch the O'Reilly Factor?
No. What's that?
That's the funniest damn thing I've ever heard!
Yeah, sometimes I watch Fox News. What's your favorite show?
The Simpsons.
Don't!
I'm not an O'Reilly fan.
Really?
Aren't you guys the affiliate Fox News?
No, this is for Bill O'Reilly.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's pretty intense.
I love him.
Nice to be loved. All right, here now is Waters. Well, Van Jones, what was he doing there?
I think he's Gore's deputy now.
Is he really?
Passed the torch. He's more of a redistributionist. He wants to take government money and give it to people for green jobs. I don't think he knows what a green job is.
Oh, I see. So he wants to create environmental jobs and then have them funded by rich people paying tax.
Right.
Okay. You know, I have to say, though, I think most of the people that you interviewed there, most of the younger people, are very well-intentioned people. They want a cleaner country, and there's nothing wrong with that.
That's true, but it's a little bit pie in the sky. You know, it's easy to be green if you don't have a job, you don't have a car, and you don't own a home.
But you went to college. Pie in the sky. That's, you know, that everybody takes that course.
That's
Some
true.
of them take it for 4 years.
And they'll grow up and they'll realize, I said, well, what do you tell the families of people who you want to send their husband out into the unemployment line because you want to shut down the oil rig? And they say, well, you know, they can just get a job at a windmill.
Right. Look, there's no doubt about it that the idealism doesn't match up with the realism.
Right.
But I like the spirit of people actually going somewhere and trying to do something positive. So I want to say that. I think you probably respect that as well.
I do too. It was nice to see these kids come with sleeping
bags. And they weren't
bags.
mean to you?
No, I was actually received quite well.
Yeah.
You know, and I wasn't expecting that because there's a lot of green radicals.
One nudnik who tried to do with fuck you.
Right, and she was about 5'1", so not that intimidating.
I hope we can get alternative energy. I'd love to have windmills everywhere. You know, I like windmills.
Yeah, maybe not off your house though.
listen, you go into Holland, there's windmills everywhere. They're nice.
And some other things.
There you go. All right, there's Waters, everybody, causing trouble.